Hello everybody, what's up? Dennis Allen, Rick James, Eddie Murphy's somewhere over there. Today, what are we doing? We are going to be installing Seaview cable seal. They call these cable somethings. But anyway, it's a cable thing. You run the cables through there because I'm trying to get my solar panel. I mounted this up here. I'll show you how I did that. It was very simple. I didn't have to film that. All I did was get U-bolts that are flat on top. They're flat up here, then they go down, and I tighten them right to the rail of the rack. The factory holes on the panels lined up perfectly with the two rails on that. So that's a good thing. What I'm going to do now is I removed that light. See the light in the vents up there? And what I'm doing now is I'm drilling pilot holes for the gasket and the mounting brackets. See the little hole? Right there. Using a little drill. This is my Milwaukee. I don't have my DeWalt drill. I bought this many years ago. So driving that out, then I'm going to run the wires for the solar panels into the vehicle. I'm not sure where I'm putting the battery yet. It may go in here. It's a pretty good spot. If it was heavier, what are you doing? I might put it in a trunk, but it's a lithium ion battery. I'm going to probably use the 200 amp hour battery. I do like putting water here when I'm on the road. So the battery I think it's going to go in here. That's where it always was. But again, my head's over here when I'm sleeping. Ricky's tangled up. You guys stay over here. So I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to put the battery, the charge controller, and everything else. We'll figure it out in a second. I want to get these running, wrap the wires. I got another charge controller coming, so you could charge the battery from the alternator or from the solar panels. So if the car's running, it'll charge the alternator also. So that's a good thing. All right, let me get this bracket in here. Yeah, it should go soon. Easy. To get the holes perfectly lined up, I drilled the first hole, held this, drilled the second hole. Now I'm putting these little nails in there just to hold it straight. So something's over there. So it doesn't move when I drill. See if I could do this with only one hand. Probably not. Just when I start messing things up. Let me not do that. Got all 4 holes drilled. And what I'm going to do now is put some rust reformer on it. I was looking for paint, but I got something that says rust in there, so I want to prevent the rust. So I'm going to get each one of the holes Spray paint doesn't work well sideways. Neither am I. Alright, they're all painted. Do it in here. Got dogs in my way, of course. Let me go to the other side. Like my new seat. Got that from Route 440 in Jersey City. Of course, I got it perfectly legal. Let's try to spray paint those holes. See the holes? Of course not. Next step. This little rubber thing, this is where the wires go through. They give you these drill bits. It's going to go in there, and that's going to drill the hole. Then we'll run the wire through it. They say to cut the side, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to force them through some soapy water. Positive, negative. I can't do 3 wires. There is this thing on top But I don't mind the wires going through the roof here. I probably should, but I don't know how legal that is because it's an open light. It doesn't have a thing, so I don't want to get pulled over one day and have them say take it off, and then I got to run through the roof. So I'm just gonna leave this up here. This stays in there and plugs into the cigarette light adapter I have right there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do 2 holes. Man, I wonder if I need anything else up here. And when I do the 2 holes, I am gonna put a splitter on the cables to be able to attach another solar panel if I want, but I don't know how to do that now. One should be good enough. 100-watt panel should be good enough for a 100 or maybe even 200-hour battery, lithium battery. Look at Ricky, he's so cute. Ricky! You look at these guys with their portraits. They love it. Alright, so this is the bit on the old drill. There's little X's that mark the spot. Let me see. And alright, I found a piece of wood. Put that right on there. Let's see if this works. Didn't work all the way. Coming out. Oop. All right, that worked. Look at that. Took out a little piece. And now I got a hole. Very small hole. So it's definitely going to be tight in there so it doesn't leak. Same thing. Nice. Woohoo! Looking good. Alright, I did forget. I gotta draw the center hole. So I should have done that before I painted. I need 2 hands. Do I? No. Right into the roof. You get the point. Using a file to get rid of the sharp edges, and then I'm going to paint it again. I like to put the cap, oh boy, underneath the hole so I don't spray my interior. Next step, I'm going to run these wires through. I should probably cut the wires first, but I'm not really sure where I'm putting everything yet. So I just want to install these, get the top hooked up, and then have the wires just, these are about 50 feet long. I got these for up there, but I didn't use them yet. So I'm going to run this in there too. Here, what I'm going to do is put some chain lube on there, just so I could slide it. It's really, really tight because I didn't want to cut the sides. But I am going to have to grease some soapy water, chain lube. I think chain lube would be good. Probably not. I'm going to use soapy water, because that's going to leave a residue, and that might eat the rubber. So yeah, let me get soapy water. I am going to use Heal Quick Miracle Lotion. This is something with God Heals oil. No idea what that is, but that made it slide through nice and easy. Next step is complete. This is the 50 feet. Wires going up into the ceiling. If you can see. Coming up here, I hope I install all these the right way. I don't want to have to take everything off again. That goes like that. That goes in there. And this sits on top. It gets screwed down. And these wires go to the plugs over there. I don't have to hook this up now. So that's good. Not charging really because it's shady. Let me see what I have to do here. I wonder if the wires are gonna hit the metal. Maybe a little. All right, I'm gonna put some rubber there to stop the wires from hitting the metal roof. Next step, I'm gonna mix some of this JB Weld marine stuff. I'm gonna use this as a sealant for the roof. And perfect. Look how neat that is. Very professional. No slop anywhere. But the screws are screwed in. I got the sealant around it. Now for this piece goes on there. I think this is what squeezes the wires in there. All done. That top screw, it didn't really feel like it went in that good, but it's on. It's not coming off. Everything looks good. Now we have solar panels, well, at least the wires going in the car, and I guess that's how you install. I mean, I could clean that up. Actually, it's already drying. I could scrape it off one day, but I'll leave it. It looks good. You can't see it too much. All right, now I just got to figure out what I'm going to do, where I'm going to put the battery, either there, in this sector hector. It's kind of just, this is where the spare tire used to go. Then I put the spare tire in the back here. Now the spare tire's up there. I like that a lot better. I took the roof rack, the tent down. Oh, I was thinking, yeah, I could probably put some of this electrical, fuzzy stuff around there so it doesn't hit the wires. I'll do that when it dries. Yeah, that's it. This will be the end of this video. I guess I could do another one for the parts that are coming tomorrow. I got a different charge control. One that'll take the power from the car too. I think it's gonna go there. We'll see tomorrow. But that's the end of this video. There's my solar, my little minivan, camper van. I got a bunch of lights in front. I got high performance lights down there. I don't know, high performance, but high output. Got these new cushions installed. This one fits up there, 1, 2, 3, and then I can stack them up there for sleeping. That's a dresser. You can see that in there. Storage. All right, I think that's it. Got some candles in the mail. I use beeswax candles because I don't want to smell all that fake candle stuff. All right, everybody, like, subscribe, share, or don't. I don't care. Comment below if you have any questions. I answer all my comments. I don't do this for the views. I do it for the people watching it. And hopefully my daughter and maybe grandchildren one day will be watching this. And they'll be like, whoa, what did we inherit here? That's all drunk. A lot of it's drunk. Oh, the next project I want to do is I want to put cages in here so I can leave the back doors, back windows open for the dogs. So I got cage up there maybe. We'll see what I got laying around. But something, so they can't get out when I'm parked like at Walmart or something, or wherever I'm parking. All right, everybody. Dennis Allen out. Route 440 is